Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's Wednesday in the region in which I am originated from. Wednesday, January 21st, 2026. We made it to 2026. I don't know how. Hey everybody, how are you today? How you holding up? Holding up and doing good? Doing good? Good to hear. Good to hear. Oh man, I'm in for it today. I'm over it today. So, today I would have loved to got out a video. I've gone from getting out a video reliably every day to not getting out a video at all. As it turns out, we actually have a collab with Girls Frontline 2 later tonight. So I'll have a separate stream later tonight over on Twitch for Girls Frontline 2. That'll be at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. But I still wanted to get in a normal stream here for you guys today. We'll see if it's shorter or longer than normal because I got to prepare. But how about them videos? Yeah. How about them videos? How about that? It's looking like we're going to have our video tomorrow. It's like, I looked at it and I was like, there's no way I can do 2 streams and a video in one day. And it's a rock and a hard place. We'll talk about that in a moment. Rexon, thank you very much for the 13 months. Thank you for over a year. Surely today won't be an S show. Surely, right? Right. It's all good news today. Cynical Outlook, thank you very much also for 12 months. Thank you guys for a year. Rexon, thank you for just a little over a year. And Cynical Outlook, thank you for a year. Thank you. 47 months all together. So, yeah, we'll build up to it like we normally do. We'll get to the main headline. What's the news? What are you guys seeing out there? Let me just get everything orientated here in the correct way. What's going on out there that you guys are seeing? Lots of cold. Yeah, man, like, got up today and every surface is freezing cold. I'm like, uh-oh, this is real cold. You know when you for those who are in the colder regions, you know when you get up and it's like, a little chilly, and then you start like, touching surfaces and things like that, and it's like, oh wait, this is exceptionally cold here. Yeah, that's what's going on here. More Rivals drama. I saw the thing about the guy, and he was like, you shouldn't play that. You shouldn't play that, and then they played that, but they booted the guy that said you shouldn't play that, and then there was a bunch of not even back and forth. It was just a bad look. I saw the Demi post probably summed all that up. I'll probably bring that up here in a second. Hold on a second. Wait, let me go to Demi's account, because her and Doki Bird were in that Marvel Rivals event. I didn't even see how that went. So she knows some Rivals. Yeah, she Demi here. Let me pull this up here. Let me get this for you guys. Can we get that on screen? Thank you. This Marvel Rivals drama has pushed women back centuries. Giving us an 11-second video. I guess that'll have to be our way we sum this up. Let me sure we're pumping in the audio here for you guys. Nope. All right, put it there. Thank you.
It'd be really cool if we won this $40,000 tournament. I could really use the money for college, but I think we're gonna need more anti-dive other than Black Widow. Can you shut the fuck up? Oh my god!
So that's what Demi decided to post here. Yeah, it was a 40K tournament. And the grim dark future of 40K. Yeah, $40,000 on the line apparently for it. And so, when you ask your teammates to maybe play on something more than vibes, it has a little bit of a a reason behind it. I have done a really bad job, but of trying to sum this up, and I'm not going to do a better job than that. In the grim darkness of Marvel rivals, there's only toxicity, right? Only war and strife from Marvel rivals. So, whatever. I don't care to use up more of your time there. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if Cody even knows what planet he's on. That guy is so busy right now. Eventually we would like to bring on the co-host more regularly here. Now that Lady isn't keeling over sick. Maybe getting her on a stream here and there makes some sense. I think Cody's time should be lightening up here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's just boned. I don't know. I still need to talk to him. But in the meantime, yeah, it's a challenge. So, what was that? Monday, I let you guys know we were gonna handle some things differently, right? So we were gonna pull it back from 5 episodes to about 2 to 3 episodes a week. Kind of what we had tried to do. We were okay about getting that in 2024, but 2025 was like 1 episode a week if you're lucky. So yeah, we want to roll it back just a little bit because we need YouTube to not crush our videos and actually send the videos out. Sad as it may be. So that means, again, we're going to eventually have it so that once the YouTube streams here are done, they're going to go unlisted. Not private, but unlisted. So if you still have the link from like Discord, that should work. And we'll see if that has any better effect. But in the meantime, I'm like, well, I got to make some longer episodes here. And it's looking like tomorrow we might just have 1 super episode. It's like night and day compared to what we had for you guys. So maybe tomorrow, what it's looking like is we're not going to have a stream. We're going to do a super episode tomorrow and just let that roll. And then I'll be back for a stream on Friday. 2-hour episodes. Let's go. I actually, that's a question for you guys. It's like, what do you guys like? What do you guys like as far as like length of episode? Mike here with I saw this coming. Fair. I mean, I'll be honest. I really like the daily episode turnaround. I felt like we were really on top of it, but YouTube didn't like it. So it made me wonder, is it YouTube? Is it the audience? What do you guys like, actually? 40-minute episodes? Oh, man. Okay. I wonder. How short is too short and how long is too long? Half hour was cool, but the few times you had to do longer were on stories that were worth it. Yeah. Like the 20 to 30 minute episodes, but don't mind it when it goes to an hour long plus. Wow. Okay. Any length is fine. Less length, but more often or longer, but slightly less is fine. That sounds like 3 different things. I like the streams and the VODs to watch the day after. 30 to 45 minutes is great. YouTube doesn't like a lot of things, right? Don't let them tell you what to do. Break free from the digital code and binds that binds you, homie. Yeah. I was enjoying getting out the episodes every day, but unfortunately, they were drowning. I mean, it's one of those things like, yeah, man, we're getting out episodes, but no one's watching them. So it's like, well, why did I even make an episode? I shouldn't say no one's watching them. It's just very clearly like YouTube was offering up less and less and less. Let me actually check. I'm curious, for that last episode we did on Friday, not to go too like obsessive on numbers, but it's important to notice trends. Yeah, that thing was barely cracking 30K. And I don't think it would have cracked 30K if we had a new episode on a Monday or Tuesday, to be honest. Pretty bad stuff. 30 minutes is fine. If it's important, more is fine. Yeah, more than 15 is absolutely crucial. Yeah. It was really nice to have fresh news. I agree. At least we can maybe try to get to that with more consistent streams. I blame the algorithm because episodes I need to actively search up because the tubes prefer to flood my feed with what's more hot. Yeah, so you guys have probably seen that on YouTube. You'll search for something and you won't even get what you're searching for. And then after 5 things that are close to what you were searching for, it'll start offering up things totally different from what you're even looking for. Search has really been kind of borked on YouTube for a while. But the thing is the majority of our views don't even come from search, right? They come from the recommended tab on YouTube. Not even subscribed. It's recommended. That's like where 2/3 of the traffic comes from. And so that means that's where YouTube should be offering up our latest, greatest video. And obviously the last week, it was not doing that at all. It was not even trying. Like, some of these videos still have gas in the tank. The click-through rates are still, like, super high. And it's like, YouTube didn't even push this out. Holy. I'm wondering if using stamps in the description cut out viewing time a lot. No, I actually resisted. I resisted having timestamps in my videos for a long time. Like, all throughout, like, 2022, I think, even. And then I eventually add them in. Not only did I not see a lower playtime, I think it went up a little bit. I was really resistant to timestamps. Yeah, I was really, you should just be watching my video from beginning to end, is how I was really arrogant. I was like, yeah, you shouldn't. And then, we started putting in timestamps. People really liked it. And watch time stayed the same or went up a little bit. I was like, cool. Plus, we get to have more descriptions, more descriptive stuff in the description, which helps the search. You're still getting Sachi's membership VOD from a month ago in your top 3 recommended. Yes. So that's been broken since like August. Since like August, if any of these channels do any kind of membership content, that's what gets pushed out. Not the latest video, not the latest stream. It's a member stream from months ago. It's really horrible. And we don't have any membership content on our channel, so we don't really have to worry about that. I guess YouTube was just like, well, this stuff makes us money, right? Push that nonstop. It's bad. I don't know if they removed my subs. I'd have to go back and look. We have an update on that. I'll get to that in a moment. It's showing you Maximilian Dude content from 13 years ago. What? Thankfully, Max really pushed through it. Max really pushed through it really well. Because initially, when he started multi-streaming, because he was a Twitch streamer for a million years. When he started multi-streaming, what was that? Sometime last year or late the year before that. When he started multi-streaming on YouTube, it did hit his video views. But he powered through it. He kept at it. And now his videos are getting good views again. He just has one video out a day. They're like, 11 minutes or longer. Not even that long. His streams on YouTube will go hours on end. 8 hours sometimes, along with, multi-streaming on Twitch. So it's all, he really pushed through it. He really stuck to it, and it's really impressive. For us, though, our videos aren't evergreen. So they're not something that can just stay out there for like a week or a month or months long. They're kind of meant to be watched in the first like 24 to 48 hours, right? That's the intent. And after that, YouTube is, after basically like 36 hours, YouTube across the board for years on end with our videos just says, okay, it's done. Even if it's still getting a good amount of views, just like YouTube has always killed our video at 36 hours in. Yeah. So spreading the videos out makes some sense. Anyways, yeah. YouTube is also doing this thing where it's like they'll recommend 3 videos for you at the end of a video. One is probably just someone you're subscribed to. One is to a channel you watch a lot but not subscribed to. And one is a total nothing channel. Like with 1 view on the video, 50 views on the video. So it's cool to see them try to get unknown channels out to you. Yeah. Yeah, you've had videos like that, getting loads of views and then literally flatlines. Yeah. Also, where's my music? Sorry, guys. So boring without the music here, right? Those first 2 streams we had for the year, no music, and I think it kind of hit it. So anyways, yeah, I wonder, should we run a poll? Should we run a poll? Let me try to run a poll here. Let me try this. Let's start a poll. We're going to run it for the... I like YouTube because I can run a poll for the whole stream. We'll run a poll for 10 minutes. I'll go really long on Twitch. Ask a question. How long do you want EVS vids to be? Let's go with... Go short. Let's go like 20 minutes. 30 minutes. 45 minutes. And even, I'm going to go even 60 minutes. 60 minutes. All right. It's a lot of options. Let me run this real quick. Over on Twitch. I want to know what Twitch thinks. Said no one ever. No, it's kidding. New poll. How long do you want TDS vids to be? So 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I should have just said 15 minutes, but I know YouTube doesn't like it that short. And let's go. I'll put the duration on this for a whole 10 minutes. As long as I can do a poll here. Man, oh man. Our videos on average, I'd say over the last 3 years have been about like 30 minutes. Yeah, 30 minutes or so. I like at least 30 minutes, but anything longer is also fine. That's kind of my impression. And that's also my impression for YouTube. I think YouTube is kind of like, you know, for your channel, FalseEyeD, we like your 30-minute videos. And if you do it a little longer, we like it a little bit more even then. We're not head over heels for it, but if you go even longer than 30 minutes, we're a fan. I just don't want to make videos that are like impossibly long and again, you guys just drop off, right? I think YouTube also doesn't know how to handle news videos. Watched a brand new Philly D video and it recommended an 8-month-old video after. Exactly. It kind of doesn't understand daily content even on some of the best channels. Yeah. I want my hour-long new late night talk show from FalseEyeD and crew. I'll take over my rewatching recaps of Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Okay. Very specific, but okay. My favorite kinds of videos are 7+ hour video essays. Oh, word. Yeah. No, there's some like, I have like, God, dude, like I have like 3 or 4 3+ hour long video essays I'm just going back and forth on because I have no attention span. But it's so good. And again, this is just your most preferred length. It doesn't mean like if you say 30 minutes, all of a sudden like we won't consider a longer episode or something like that. It's just like, you know, what's your absolute fave? Mugen, of course, you know, I think his videos have done well for a number of reasons. One of them is length. And another thing is just getting out to a bunch of different crowds. And also, like, the way he communicates is very personable, right? It's kind of like a 1, 2, 3 punch. But Muujin videos are not my videos, and I've long accepted that. I'm comfortable getting out, you know, a video I just worked on for a day and getting the views that we've had for the last 3 years on it. It's been really cool. Remember when the max length of a video was 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Yeah, YouTube has changed. I do remember those days as well. Okay. So the other challenges is like, you know, when I'm adding on to a deck for an episode, it's like, what did I show you guys yesterday? So we're going to get this again for the 3rd day straight. Sorry. 30 minutes is usually the sweet spot. Okay. I'm comfortable that False doesn't have to do like 3-hour videos. That would just be too late anyways, right? Like, it would be a little too late. 20 to 30 minutes is a sweet spot. I wish that were true for YouTube. I don't know if I believe that YouTube thinks that, but oh well. All right. So, let's go ahead and just take a look out there. What else? What else do we have there? So, we had those Pippa cosplays. The costumes coming by way of Wet Rose. Or maybe it's supposed to be Wheat Rose. Wet Rose. They have a bunch of them in stock. Sizes small to 5 times extra large, but we're thinking maybe that's in Chinese, so maybe just double extra large. Fan merch sold for profit. Damn right. And they gave us one update here. There it is. There we have slipper sample. I love that their tweets are so super basic. It sounds like a minimal robot just tweeting out about it, right? How many of those are for Sakana? That dude ain't. That dude is not about the Fates Connect life. Again, Sakana, again, just to reiterate, that dude does not, I repeat, does not even drink his own coffee brand. Right? Like, everyone's like continually like, no, we just see him drinking Starbucks all the time. He doesn't even drink FaZe coffee. They do look very warm and comfy. Very quickly, of course, we had Ember Amane. We shared this from yesterday, how she rolled her ankle on a fat Pikachu in the past. I don't know. Maybe Ember's fun fact. Ebiyama has been hitting my feed a lot, so I heard this. And so now the rest of you have to hear of this cursed 16-second clip here. Let me...
Oysters do not smell like that. As someone who is flexible enough to smell her own vagina, oysters smell nothing like that. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
Well, there we have it. Straight from Ember here. Yeah, FaZe is a little different. FaZe is a little different, isn't it? Yeah, just a bit. All right. So now that I heard that, and you've heard that, we can move on. Mari underscore EN of FaZe Connect, Goldfish Twitch partner. I have one recommended stream for you guys. It just reads as, help. That was the title of the stream. And it opens up, and it's just Mari speaking to us basically off screen because she has fallen down a well. I don't consider it ever a spoiler when you say there's a twist. Some people are like, that's a spoiler. You told me there's a twist. There is a twist ending to this 1 hour plus stream. It is the performance art. I recommend it. I'd recommend it. Very, very on the money. Ponko celebrating with an update to her 1.0 model and Italian-only karaoke. Hooray. Again, we would have had this out there. Also getting this 100K artwork by way of Emma. E_Emma. Look at that fat tail. That's a fat tail right there. This artwork, as it turns out, being a part of this merch drop. So FaceConnect kind of getting into the game of giving us some merch here and there, kind of like Hololive out of nowhere, right? So, you know, subscriber celebrations and things like that. Bravest tote bag. 100K subscribers reach together one comfy stream at a time. Grazie mille to every Ringo Dachi who stayed warm with Ponko. So you have an official Neatco t-shirt, a tote bag, and a woven embroidery keychain, in case you were in the market for one of those. Planko, yeah, that's right. Of course, you know, we had Nisa, lastly, starting to say her goodbyes to Ms. Memory. Turns out this FaceConnect member was also recently kind of hanging out here with this other VTuber who's also graduating on like the same day. Coming up here at the very end of the month, we have also Nian Yan set to graduate here. Has been VTubing apparently since April of 2022. Where are they going? They're going somewhere. This suddenly got sus again. It's got very suspicious out of nowhere when I saw this. Also. Boy, Memory. Sending out a new original song. I think today was when this new original song was released. Kokoromo Memory by way of. And then on top of that, wow! Who did this artwork? This member also saying there will be a Kaleido second anniversary offline collaboration on January 27th. So she's hitting her 2 years just before getting out of here. And will they get revenge for last year? Look forward to seeing what they do. All right, let me take a look here. How long do you want TVS vids to be? This will inform YouTube. Over on Twitch, the results are in after a 10-minute poll. 30 minutes. Way out front there. Wow. Okay, 30 minutes. Way out front with 50 votes, 79% of the votes altogether. Only one vote for 60 minutes. Only one vote for 60 minutes. Okay, that's good info. That's good info. I'm not going to look at the results yet on YouTube. We'll do that a little later here, but man, oh man. Good to know. Good to know. What was it? Night before last. What is today? No, I keep on thinking it's the 22nd. So last night, we also had this exiting member of FaceConnect, you know, kind of pointing out, hey, I'm getting kind of close to 20,000. I want to see 20,000 people before I graduate. I'm just 700 away. If you happen to see this post, I'd be so happy if you subscribe to my channel. Please support me. And of course, this got a few quote retweets and things like that from other FaZe members. And I think it was only just a matter of hours before she hit that, saying, I took a nap and when I woke up, I had achieved it. I thought it would take some time. So I'd like to express my deepest love and gratitude to everyone who registered and supported me. Very different tone from most of FaZe Connect Japan. While, there's a little bit of craziness over there in FaZe Connect Japan, they're mostly hinged. They are not of the unhinged variety, right? But again, to kind of illustrate a little bit of the, what do I want to say? The difference in exposure. Memory here has been around for 2 years, right? And she was only just a little over 19,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, Niabis, Anya Nabis, just hit 20K kind of right after her 2.0 debut stream, right? So just a lot more visibility there on the EN side than the JP side. Just kind of give you an idea of what's up there. Very different growth, yeah. Also, very quickly, I think, lastly, well, yeah, let's talk about Jelly. Then I think I have some, maybe like one or other two things about Nubis. Jelly, Jerry, Oshiumi, alien princess with an identity crisis, and unfortunately, opinions. Giving us this tweet: never ask a racist the color of their Oshi. And plenty of fun reply tweets showing off numerous FaZe Connect girls with a tan. But my Oshi would never use you in color. My Oshi would never say color. So I'm sorry, Jelly, but you are not going to be my Oshi. I'm sorry. Just as an update, she is going to have her birthday very soon here. Proper spelling, Tom! How dare you? The Brits infected her. False, your Oshi speaks superior Nihongo. That's right, the superior language, Nihongo. Secret Brit, Canadian. Anyways, she'll be having her Awawawing birthday soon. Saying she's gonna eat one whole cake, eating one large pizza, and the Jorb is real. Uh-oh. Hashtag happy birthday Jelly 2026 if you have any gifts. So yeah, that's gonna be on tomorrow. That's gonna be tomorrow. 22nd. Proper spelling. Let me see if there's any last stuff here with Anya. I think we covered most of it yesterday. Again, the group does have a group song out now. Saga properly has a group song out. Everything Goes by Porter Robinson, featuring all 6 members. They did not have a premiere for this. It just kind of dropped. They just kind of made the video public, I think, right? I don't remember there being a premiere on this thing. Maybe I'm off base on that. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's out. The group cover song. It's out. The whole group is here now. They had to wait just a little bit, but she's here. The Brad Ocado is here. All right. I think we've covered most of the FaZe Connect's ridiculousness over the last 3 days that I wanted to. God. Let me see. Some other quick updates. Yesterday, we showed off this crazy long 9.5 minute video from Twin Tails for her customizable model. I think it's out now. Should be out. I can triple check that. Oh, she raided into a waiting room that 404'd. Great! I heard some people was like, yeah, just reload, and it loaded the song. Anyways, so this thing is crazy. I mean, there's like a million toggles on this. But one of the last posts here. Twin Tails customizable model has an adjustable slider for lighter skin on the palms. And she gave us a palm tree. So that is out. Another customizable model that's been out for a little bit of time. Since November. It's from My 3D Mama. Pastel. It's here. The world's first 3D customizable VTuber model is out. I think we need to put something in here. The first 3D customizable VTuber model for Warudo. Technically, there's been customizable models out on Booth for years. But you'd have to dump that into like Unity and change around some things. This thing is just ready to go right away in Warudo. So that's part of the innate appeal to go along with this thing. The 3D program of choice. Of course, a lot of people paying attention to 3D right now. Lord Unicorn here saying, I don't speak French. I have no idea what she's saying. Just kind of clipping Saraway here. I'm not going to actually put the audio on because that might get us in trouble with YouTube. Because as it turns out, the things that Saraway is saying here. Let's take a look here. Let's see. What was she saying? Okay. That sounds like, yeah, that sounds like something she'd say. Yeah, yeah, that's something she'd say.
Sounds so sexy and romantic. I wonder what she's saying.
And then she goes right back to speaking French again. Yeah, okay, great. Thanks, Saraway. Okay, I've seen enough. Okay. Is she not holding back? I mean, that's just... I don't know. Is that her or is that the French? I don't know a lot of French people in my life, to be honest. I don't know. We know French. We played Expedition 33. Impressive. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm not going to repeat it, so if you have me on the side, let's just say that she was saying some very choice things. Anyways, Lord Unicorn responding further. Now I know what she's saying. She can say those words while stepping on my face. Great! Fantastic. Totally normal reply here. Anyways, Saraway, once again, back in Beyond the Veil. On today's episode of Beyond the Veil, Saraway experiences the joy of unexpected motherhood. What are they doing? Saraway out here with, you absolutely have to check out this chapter of Beyond the Veil! Exclamation BTV. Highly recommended. Some very handsome VTubers in this particular webcomic. Maybe at some time in the future to be anime. That's to come. Okay. So otherwise, I think we're kind of caught up. Jeez, so much. And it also has FalseEyeD 2. I mean, that's what I was alluding to. That's what I was. Okay. Anyways. Very quickly checking in with Madara Khan of Independent. We'll probably have a few more updates for her also tomorrow. But it's finally happened. I wasn't able to get in the tease of it in time, but it's finally happened here. The meeting of the minds. Madara bringing some of these folks together. Madara here. My little Dai senpai and my little Momo and my little senpai. All these senpais here. What does she mean by that? Also, Pazuki Miki hitting the wonderful devil number. The kids are down with the devil these days. Arcathon here, posting this now before the number goes up. Yeah. Pazuki Miki also just being very normal here. Posting out, addressing the allegations. I do own Furry Backrooms, but I've not yet played it, nor do I have any achievements unlocked. Great. Good to know. It's not even installed, so the allegations are clearly not holding any weight here. Man, what even is Steam? What even is Steam these days, man? As an update, I might have talked a little bit about this, but you guys might have seen, oh yeah, sure, it was gifted. Yeah, sure, totally, a money laundering site. What? Steam is hot water evaporation. Thank you for that. No, what I was gonna say before I lost my train of thought there. Now I've lost it again. What was I gonna say about Steam? There's a lot of games out there. I'm just gonna talk about that once it pops back into my head. I'll talk about it. Anyways, Mint Phantom, also a friend of Monterey Khan. Look how much fun they're having together. Mint Phantom, trying Hightail with Monterey Khan of Independent. Don't tell her, but I'm actually so excited for this. I've been wanting to play Craft for so long, and if it's so similar, I'm excited. Okay. I don't get what she's playing at here. Why did they... I don't... What am I missing? Sounds like this is some in-joke here. Let's see here. I mean, we can read the text, but I think it's better we just listen to the actual audio here of the two playing this game. Let's take a listen here for Mint and Madara.
Actually, I feel like super strong now. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm like... I think I'm like crazy now.
I mean, I don't know how to tell you this, girl, but you...
That's one of those laughs that really strikes you through the heart. That's one of those, what's the worst that can happen, bro? All she can do is say no. And then you hear this.
Oh, but you...
The worst that can happen is she can say no. Yeah, Yeah, you would go to the grave hearing that laugh. You'd never be able to get it out of your mind. So genuine. So unfiltered. No restraint. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Cleo has a mean cackle? Probably been a while since I heard her cackle. I was, maybe, wow, man, I didn't save it. Why didn't I save the most important clip of Cleo, Sleepy, and Mari _EN talking? Because maybe I should just paraphrase it. I'm not going to do it justice. Should I try to look up the clip here? It's kind of important. Oh, I'm never gonna find this tweet, dude. Why didn't I save it? Oh, it's just giving me porn. Thanks, Twitter. That's not what I want. I want the VTubers. If I find it, I will relay it back to you in another stream. How about that? Long story short, Mari_en has been having issues with the poopinings. Yeah, the poop one. Was it on the Discord? Did we get that on the Discord? False just outed himself as Sakuna. What? Wait, what did I say? Whoa, 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 whoa. Just reposted it? Okay, thank you. Now I get to inflict this on everybody. let me go to the Discord. Thank you very much. Fenman, thank you. Hold on a second. I heard this, so the rest of you have to hear this too. You can tell the most important breaking news today. Oh, it's the whole YouTube one. I was just looking for the one from Twitter, but I guess we can use that too. What? Wait. What did I say? That was a self-report. I'm not even kidding. What? All right, hold on a second.
Welcome in, everybody.
Oh, guys, it's not on my feed. Guys, I'm not on my normal feed when I'm seeing porn on Twitter. I'm just searching on Twitter and it's there, okay? It's a very different thing from what was happening on Sakuna's main Twitter feed. It's a very different thing. Come on, dude. Come on. This is like 16 minutes. I was only looking for like the 2-minute version. Mari and her poo maxing experience featuring Cleo and Sleepy. I just need to get to the part where she's talking about everything she was eating.
We're sipping tea and yapping about tea temperatures. I don't drink coffee. My tea, I drink it cold because I drink iced tea. I don't think drinks should be warm.
Wait a second. Is this Sleepy's normal mic setup? Is she like purposely like tossing her voice up against a wall? I'm hearing more of the wall than her voice.
I don't like warm drinks unless it's like hot chocolate in the snow.
You were watching Ponko and you raided right into this? Well,
yeah, is that a southern thing? Like the ice.
Hold on.
Box and it's got hot broth in it.
No.
No.
Just like...
Would you drink a raw egg?
No. And I had too much fiber that it made me more constipated. Because it loses the nutrients and I can't cook it on this pan because it has too much kimchi.
Oh, that
for one like dessert at the end of the day. In the middle of the day, I would make sure that like, you know, I had the same thing every day. I woke up, I ate yogurt, I put frosted flakes on it for carbs to go to the gym. I would eat my yogurt. I would have like my caffeine supplement. I would have my protein drink. I would go home. I would literally eat that shitty gym bro meal.
Are you eating Calorie Mate?
Chicken and broccoli.
Yeah, chicken, broccoli, sometimes rice.
What's
if
wrong
I
with
was
chicken and
feeling
broccoli?
daring. And then I would eat.
She's eating rice because again she's Chinese. Remember that. It's important you remember that Mari_en is Chinese. And remember to tell her that in her chat too.
Cottage cheese. And then at the end of the day, I would have protein bars for dessert. And it made me so constipated that I was like, I need to fix something. And so I got a big bag of chia seeds that I never went through because I was eating so many chia seeds in one day that it was backing me up more. And so was like, okay, well, I'll take like supplements. I'll take like Metamucil. And that shit hurted. That shit hurted. And I was like, okay, I'll try X-Lax. And that shit hurted even more. And that hurted the most because it forcibly forces your body to feel like it needs to poo, right? And so you're sitting on the toilet and you don't even have anything in there to poo, but you took an X-Lax, so now you have to deal with it. And you're sitting on the toilet and your stomach is having contractions like you're fucking pregnant. And you're like, oh, why would I do this to myself? Oh. And you're pooing nothing. You're literally pooing nothing. I've been min-maxing my shitting for a really long time. The way it first started was...
She really has a way with language.
I noticed that when I still lived with my mom, I really needed to poo, but I couldn't poo. And so I was like, what am I even gonna do? And so I was sitting on the toilet, like attached right next to my mom's room. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm like having a crisis on the toilet. And so I'm like, what can I do to help me through this? And so I started staring at the towels in front of me because the colors, I thought they would like soothe my bowels.
No.
Because they were green, right? And it was soothing. I was like, surely colors can help. And so I would go on Google and I would be like colors. I would look up colors that help you poo.
No, you need to listen to the brown note.
That's
You
not
should
a
have been brown
thing.
note maxing.
No, that's where I got though. I was like, what if, and I go on YouTube and I look up music that makes you poo.
That's
and
not
I
a
listen
thing.
To this song and it sounded like this. Did it work? No! Makes you poo. And I listened to this song and it sounded like this. Did
it work?
No, it didn't. And I was sitting on this toilet attached to my mom's bedroom listening to for like 5 minutes. And it never worked. And I told chat this story in confidence and they made fun of me for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I would never laugh at this story. I'm
You
sorry.
have been for the last few minutes.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm wiping my eyes. They're just sweating because I'm really empathizing.
I think you needed to eat some like baked beans or something. Get some.
She needs
fiber in
some
you.
milk. Did you fix
Yeah.
it? Are you okay now?
Milk?
Are you still
I'm not
doing this?
okay.
Do you still need like fiber supplements?
I don't need fiber. I need to eat real food.
All right, that's enough. All right. That's all you needed to hear. That's what I heard. And if I hear something, you have to hear it too. That's the new rule in 2026. Everything I see, everything I hear must be very unceremoniously passed over to you guys. That's how it works. Okay. Yeah, she needs to hydrate. Yes. Like, and maybe, eat some food that is hydrative. But, my God. She had been talking about being backed up like around New Year's, and I thought, is this just what she does? Did she just tweet out about only this? All right. So, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Made Mint. How did I move away from Made Mint to Mari_CN? I don't remember. Anyways, Oshi Spark letting us know they're officially sold out for both of the shows from Minto with Love. 3D Jazz concert coming up on February 13th in Los Angeles at the Peppermint Club. Sold out for 2 showings. One after another, live band. I think around like 4 VTuber live 2D guests. Looking forward to hearing how this goes. Sold out in 2 minutes. Dude, I was seeing like last night, she has a regular audience, at least over here on YouTube, of like 5,000. Right? And I'm like, wow. And I don't know if she multi-streams. I think maybe she's only on YouTube. I could be wrong. But you got to think about it. Like, she's indie. And this is my stupid math, but when you're indie, I kind of double up your audience because you're not giving 50% to a corpo. So in my mind, that's like a 10,000 viewer audience as a corpo, right? So I guess we shouldn't be surprised that it sold out in 2 minutes because she's popular, right? This is a popular VTuber right here, man. Anyways, yeah, she's indie. Well, I guess we'll talk about that. What do we mean by indie? Let's talk about it in a second. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lots of crying, lots of oohing and crying. Densetsu. I mean, they talked about this. This is like more than a group, but not an agency, right? Yeah, it's like indie with an asterisk. Right? Anyways, but it's talking about her group. What a shiny new website. Looks like it walked right out of GeoCities. What's GeoCities? Lady, what is GeoCities? Is that a new hip thing for the kids? Heck yeah, we've got a homepage. And we're accepting fan mail and packages. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Check out the guidelines and gifts tab. So, yeah, also the concert, you can also give letters at the concert to Mint. Geo what? Right? Kids use NeoCities now. Uh-huh. Is that like a Roblox thing? Oh, man. So, anyways, they got themselves a little website now. Looks fine. All right. What do we want to move on to? Because we're at the top of the hour. I might as well talk about our top of the hour topic. Because I came so underprepared for this stream. Let's maybe look at this. I'm going to start bringing up... Man, how much do I want to talk about Hololive? Okay. Hololive. Cover Corporation, the owners of Hololive, out there with an announcement of measures taken to combat infringements of rights against Cover Corp. Very interested in this. There's some meat to this, right? Turn on the music. So bad about it. I should just always run the music. So, defamation directed at an affiliated talent. Perpetrators posted content on social media that seriously infringed upon the personal rights of an affiliated talent. In response, Cover Corp determined that these posts constituted an infringement of the affiliated talent's reputation and dignity, and filed a request accordingly for the disclosure of sender information. The court subsequently recognized that this came under an infringement of rights, which has resulted in the identification of the individuals involved. And they don't say any more on that. They don't say if they're moving on with like court or a settlement. I think all of us are wondering if this has something to do with Sakura Miko. If you guys are not aware, then I envy you. Because trust me when I say the JP side right now has been on fire basically for about 2 weeks in regards to Sakura Miko. They've definitely moved on from just, getting mad at her about the horse racing a hoo-ha. And now are saying, she's part of this clique and she and Pecora are beefing, and management, gives her prominence over other members. And there's just some really heinous stuff. I'm kind of weighing how much I would want to relay about this in the next episode. Kind of up in the air right now. It does not strike me just as China. I think saying, oh, this is just Chinese users is a maybe inaccurate way to look at this. I really do think this is like VTuber antis, Hololive antis, which of course there's plenty of on the JP side too. And they're kind of using the Kaneda graduation and Hachima hiatus as a way to just absolutely dig at Sakura Miko right now. Miko's back. I don't have a lot I had prepared for that. She is back right now. She did see the overseas fan tag, so that was a nice thing. If you actually check her stream, I mean, there was literally people on Hololive subreddit telling people about the stream to go upvote the stream because it was getting downvoted by antis. And still at this time it has like 86% like ratio, which is really low for a Hololive stream. Again, that sounds really high, but for trust me, for a Hololive stream, that's getting hit. That's getting hit a lot. And then there's like, you know, people in the comments of the video of the stream saying to Miko like, "Oh, you shouldn't have apologized," because she did a general apology. She did apologize, and they're like, "Ah, you shouldn't apologize," or "Oh, you should apologize to this person," or you don't need to apologize, or you should have apologized in a different way. This is why I kind of, it felt like a dig, and maybe it was in a few episodes back, where I even put it very quickly in the headline where it's like, you know, Cover Corporation offers their like deepest apologies. And it's this thing where even one of the comments on the video, on the stream video, the VOD, was like, you should just always give an apology in any case. And it's like, what does an apology even mean in Japan then? Right? Like, is there ever an authentic apology in Japan? Sounds very broad, judging a whole nation this way, but if that's the way the culture kind of works, where you're just always supposed to apologize, whether you're in the right, whether you're in the wrong, it's just a matter-of-fact thing to do, because you may have, quote-unquote, inconvenienced someone, then what happens when you really need to apologize? Nikidogeza? Is that what you're supposed to do? So when, like, you know, there was that slight, like, graphical, funny thing that happened on that one artwork with Hololive Gamers, and the tweet was like, "We offer our deepest apologies." It's like, your deepest apologies? Okay. This is not just a Hololive thing. It sounds like I'm digging a Hololive. It's just kind of a JP thing. Right? Anyways. So, I am wondering where this goes, because I am wondering if this has something to do with Sakura Miko, and, you know, this is not the first time that either Hololive or Niji Sanji has submitted to the courts, hey, we need to figure out who the individual behind this post is, and then finding out who it is. So we may see something come out of this. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they share maybe they share more, maybe they don't. We have other things going on here separate from this. Forgery of an affiliated talent's signature. Perpetrators forged the signature of an affiliated talent and sold counterfeit items by way of a flea market and internet auction websites. Cover Corp determined these actions constituted infringements of the company's copyrights, and filed a request according for the disclosure of sender information. So again, court did the same thing, and let them identify who's doing this too. After they were identified, Cover Corp engaged in negotiations with the perpetrators, with whom settlement agreements were reached in accordance with the terms proposed by the companies. The perpetrators are going to reflect upon infringing conduct and formally apologize, pay monetary compensation, refrain from engaging in any similar infringing conduct, and pay contractual penalties. So this is normally how it works. Most of these JP Corpos, they just go to the court. They're like, hey, someone's doing something weird on the internet. We think they're out of Japan. Court's like, yeah, you have the right to go to the ISP and find the information. They find the information. And then they usually handle it through settlement. And this is kind of some of the stuff that's done afterwards. I've seen these apologies from others that Hololive has targeted. So it does make me wonder if we're going to see the same thing out of this defamation approach. They didn't do the follow-up yet because they're probably still in this process of contacting the individual and then setting up a settlement. So this is kind of a 1-2 punch out there. I really do think this is a part of Sakura Miko. It's really bad. I mean, again, her and Pokora, the two biggest, as far as watch time hours go, the two biggest streamers. For the Whammons, the two biggest women streamers of 2025. I have some crazy AI artwork I could show you guys. It's insane. Let me see if I can find one. Let me see if I can. This is the That's when I needed to look at it. It refreshed. This account follows me too. Of course they do. They've been in hot water with FalseEyeD before, but they also dig at Niji Sanji. This account has literally been like counting every day, like for 400 plus days, about how Niji Sanji has not punished Luka Kaneshiro. So they're kind of a tit for tat kind of account. I'm not going to show the account just yet, but they literally have these like AI images and like, dude, this no punishment for Luka Kaneshiro was announced today. And they do this like every day, and they've done this like for 400 days now. It's like, imagine if I was this crazy, right? Like I was making AI images and saying, you know, hey, look, they didn't do this today. They're saying that, you know, they were trying to run like Miko's apology through like an AI checker. I think it came back inconclusive, but they make a post out of this. Hololive Sakura Miko read out a prepared apology and then said, okay, that's it. Okay. But let me show you what their videos look like. Hold on a second. It's just such a shame. Let's see if I can show you here. Miko's lost maybe about 10, 20,000 subscribers since this guy has been posting and others have been posting. They also post nonstop. They are addicted to Twitter. Let me see if I can find... I want to show you some of this insane thumbnail stuff. Because it leads into... the really heavy accusations they have against Sakura Miko being against Bakura here. Here, I'll show you her. This is the kind of artwork they have on their thumbnails. It's like all AI. And it's like evil Miko versus the innocent Bakura. I'm not even kidding. There's very little irony to this. This is me if I lost my mind. Whenever I would talk about Niji. This is like looking into the abyss. This is like, man, I am glad I can have still a slight objective look still at like Niji Sanji, and I didn't go like this. I wish I had this much free time. I know, right? But I bring this up because, I mean, these posts are getting millions of views. Millions of views. People don't want to listen to me. I was like, no, it's a nothing burger, false. And you get mad at us when we call it a nothing burger. Well, I mean, it's getting millions of views. It's getting tons of traction. If you don't want to listen to me tell you that, then that's up to you. But it is what it is. Miko's got connection with the holders? Yeah. Of the blue Dorito variety. It just really is a shame because you try to find accounts in Japan that deal with VTuber news, and this is kind of how they handle it. And it's like, oh, okay. All right, that's disappointing. Yeah, dumb doesn't mean it isn't getting traction. Another thing about this is, you guys may remember, maybe even just last episode or last stream, we were talking about how HoloLive is in a little bit of a bind because YouTube was removing subtitles on videos. Like custom subtitles were being removed. All those cool music video subtitles that are like color coded and everything like that have been like dropped off over the weekend from YouTube. We might have some good news. Yeah, Hologram Shamble. We might have some good news. So it turns out this might be temporary and this might be a mistake. Depending on how much you actually want to trust Google. I don't blame anyone for not wanting to trust Google, but it sounds like this is going to be potentially retracted and or fixed. So there is a Google support post on this. Temporary issues with the caption files going on. You might be experiencing, creators may not be able to upload these kind of captions. Viewers might not be able to see these captions. They said it was due to, I don't know, incompatibilities. So they've been apparently looking into this. I'd love to see it just to be a bug. And again, remember, they didn't announce anything on this stuff. It just happened. Others, again, not really, trusting Google and just saying, no, they got caught and they got some pushback and now they're going to treat it like it's a bug. And on one hand, I want to say like, it doesn't really matter. But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, maybe it does matter. Maybe it does matter because maybe this is an instance of us having just the slightest bit of leverage with YouTube. Just the littlest bit. If it's actually if it's not a bug and this is something retracting, then maybe there was something good that came out of the effort of pointing this out. But we may never know. Speaking of pointing things out, let's go ahead and get to our main topic here. It's Iron Mouse. You know her. I know her. We're getting to the topic early because this might be a shorter stream. It's Mouse, Iron Mouse. Does she have this profile picture for a little bit? It looks like a new one to me. It's like a new one here to me. Kind of two things going on here with Mouse. Three things. Lots of things. Recently updated. Thank you, lady. Thank you. Please be good news. Okay, well let me give you the bad news. We have good news, we have bad news. Let's get both. Shall we? Bad news. Okay, the bad news is Connor. Of course. It's always bad news with Connor. He's Welsh. That's bad news right away. So you guys may recall, what was that? Back around December. Wow, has it really been a month? It doesn't feel like a month ago. But yeah, a month ago, we had Blue Archive trying to run a promotion with Gigic, Zentreya, alongside Mouse and Sea Dog. Zentreya, Gigic, they are going to do their own streams on their own time, but Iron Mouse and Connor were going to do a stream together. Surprise. And this was going to be a whole like Twitch drops run for Blue Archive, so it was, of course, it was going to be on Twitch. And just, I don't want to say out of the blue, but never really before seen when it comes to Iron Mouse and Connor, there was a load of pushback on X, maybe on other platforms, but we saw on X. That was not very nice. And Blue Archive, I'm going to say it, they folded and just canceled the whole campaign, saying we've decided not to proceed with the influencer campaign. You know, this being despite, you know, Iron Mouse having played the game and been sponsored by the game 3 different times before, actually. So, I've not watched this. Iron Mouse on her Blue Archive sponsor getting canceled. Let's go ahead and take a listen to this. This is really quick. This is like less than 2 minutes. So let's just take a listen here. I don't think I've heard this. If I have, I apologize. It's been a month.
Your sponsor collab got canceled on 23rd. I don't think Blue Archive knows that they're missing. Well, I've been sponsored by them like 3 times already. So.
Yeah. Okay, she fact-checked me. Thank you very much, Mouse. There we go. All right. Okay.
You know, I've been sponsored by Blue Archive like 3 times, and I play the game. So, question mark? It's all good. It's all good, you know? It's all good. That's okay. We have more sponsors coming. We have more sponsors.
Yeah, about that.
Coming, bros. We have more sponsors coming. I'm sorry, guys, but sponsors are coming, and we gotta do our sponsors. We gotta do our sponsors. We got Woowa coming. Zelda Zone Zero coming. We got quite a bit coming. We have quite a bit coming.
Wuthering Waves.
I've never played Woowa before, so I'm really excited to see what Woowa is all about.
From Kuro
I've
Games.
never played Woowa, but it's on my radar ever since that propaganda video. Don't tell me you're gonna get lost in the Woowa sauce too. Maybe. I might. You never know.
Don't do it.
I might. You never know. I might. You just never know with me, you know? The story in Woowa is getting better and better. I'm excited. I'm excited to consume story. Travis, have you considered a career change into propaganda? Yeah, Travis, have you? Travis, are you here? This is all your fault, Travis. My obsession with Warframe, which, by the way, I customized more of my frames. Y'all gotta see it. They're so cute.
This is not even related.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
She moved on real quick.
I'm the cutest. I have the cutest clothes ever. But also, I went to my dojo and I had somebody tell me, do not go in this area. It is a surprise. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's okay. It's not like I'm going to reach it anyway. I get lost every single time I go in there.
Mouse,
And I
just
love
brought
it.
my wife back from the hospital, and while she is passed out, still medicated, I get to watch your stream, so the day is looking...
Okay. If I never hear a TTS again in my life, I'll be happy. So yeah, that happened. You know, I see here in the chat, all they had to do is drop Connor. Well, the thing being is that maybe that was on the table, maybe it wasn't. We don't really know. I don't know if anyone talked about the details here. If the sponsor like went to all of them and like, we're just going to drop this entirely, or if maybe they did go and say, hey, we'd like to drop Connor, and maybe one or all the rest of them were like, no, we're not comfortable with that. If you drop one of us, we're all going to drop. That's another possibility. There's a lot of ways this could have maybe worked out, right? Because like, Gigic, again, is like a co-host with Connor for years now. Mouse and Connor are like best of friends. And Zentrea just vibed, right? So, you know... So saying like, oh, though I just had to drop Connor is not really going to fly with Gigic or Iron Mouse. I don't think it would. I don't think they would do that. I don't think they would go along with that. Right? But that's me just positing. I don't know the details. A lot of people were, you know, saying, you know, we won and celebrating. And I'll say like a few of the posts were like, yeah, it was just about Connor this, Connor that. But a bunch were also talking about Mouse and how she's also, you know, doesn't know the game. It's like, no, she's played the game 3 times and there she verified it, right? Like she knows Blue Archive. She likes Blue Archive. So a lot of Blue Archive fans not even knowing that one of the biggest streamers had promoted the game officially like 3 times. They're just so, like, not aware of something like that. The reason we bring up all this is because almost exactly a month later, it was all going down again. Hatsune Miku, colorful stage. A new world opens. Experience the new game feature alongside Iron Mouse and Connor. Catch the live stream here. Now, to my knowledge, this went forward. It was like super early in the morning, like 7 in the morning. I don't know why they had that so early. If that actually did go through forward. Let me know, guys, if it had. I was going to try to look it up, but I didn't have time. I believe this went forward because I don't think Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, aka Sega, quite works the same way that Blue Archive did. And yeah, I'm going to tell you guys, I mean, this was the same response. It's almost like the same account saw, hey man, we got him kicked off Blue Archive, let's do it again with Colorful Stage. You out of touch corpos refuse to learn the lesson. No one wants this. Title drop. Title drop. Mouse doesn't operate on JP times. You're talking crazy. He said the thing. You idiots, didn't you see what happened with Blue Archive? You idiots! Holy F, this tourist again. And again, a lot of people were like, you're out of India. You know, there's a lot of pointing out like, why is it all these Indian accounts? That getting a little bit of pushback from Alex the Southerner. Connor has literally played the game many times and is a fan. Ironically, making you a tourist because you have no clue what you're talking about. If you're going to screech tourism every time someone you don't like publicly plays a game like, you just look dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Mouse has said time she operates on JP time. Yeah, I mean, not seriously. Get off my ass. Anyways, so a lot of that going down. I don't want to go down this crazy hole, but it is true. A lot of people kind of pointing out, wait, this time around, like, Connor is the one who has actually played the game multiple times, but none of these people would probably even know that. Again, a lot of them bringing out, he doesn't like the lollies, and there's technically lollies in this game too. It's like, okay. Yeah. No, I didn't see any postings of the figurine clip this time around. It was just, people this time were just like, hey, we don't even have to try. We don't even have to try to justify why we're so weird about it this time around. Vocaloid's been a weird space lately. No, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to also let you know, I don't care. I don't know, and I also don't care about what's happening in the Vocaloid scene. No. Yeah. Yeah. There's only going to be so much actual bandwidth in my mind, and Vocaloid is not going to take up space in my mind. I refuse. Vehemently. No way in hell. Typical kind of questions. Is this guy just attached to her and selling out? Again, not realizing he's had numerous pieces there. Lots of other, you don't learn. A lot of other accounts just, again, kind of going mask off and being very, very anti-mouse. Again, a lot of people are like, it's just Connor. And then others are like, no, we hate mouse too. Right? Trust me when I say this is not just a Connor only thing. No, like Mouse is getting the heat along with this too. Yeah. So, thankfully it looks like this didn't stick. I wonder if they're going to try this for a third or fourth or fifth time. We'll see. It's just comical to me because, like, in both instances, at least one of the individuals had already had multiple sponsorship streams. So it's always just been, like, business as usual. And again, Sega does not, they're not going to care in the same way that the makers of Blue Archive responded. But it looks like there's something else going on with Mouse. It's like a never-ending... Who's a what's it here? Let me see here. Baby No Money going off on mouse haters on TikTok. Did I have anything on that? This was back on like the 19th, it looks like. Might have been. This is a very... Leave her alone.
Guys, I go off the internet for literally 1 month, and I come back, and Iron Mouse the GOAT is just getting hated on. Leave her alone!
Okay. Headbutting us. Okay. I do agree with... I think this kind of sums it up. I think this sums it up. The Iron Mouse hate is so forced. It's kind of very much gotten... It's long in the tooth now. Right? Like, it's just gotten old here. They got nothing here. There's nothing new. No one's talking with each other. A lot of people pointing fingers at each other. I don't think, I think the whole, like, how can I put this? Oh, I think it's Rakai fans. Yes and no. Like, I've seen some posts. I've seen some posts of Rakai clips where it's like, maybe Iron Mouse was right. And then, like, replies to that, no, she's also bad. And I was like, okay. So there's a little bit of that out there. But the accounts I'm seeing going off on Connor and Mouse about the gacha stuff, they're not Rakai fans. I think they're a part of that crowd that was pissed at Mouse for backing up Burnt Peanut. And they're just angling at this whole thing like over and over on her because of that. Yeah, right after the awards. Man. But now I need to find out what's going on with her Spotify again. Yeah, here it is. Raymond's covering it. Saw this posted a few times. Raymond here. Another troll AI song has been uploaded on Spotify under Iron Mouse's name and reportedly on Apple Music as well. So again, trying to direct toward a Discord. I had heard, I was reached out to by people that on Twitter of all places that had actually gone into the Discord. And they were like, yeah, not a lot of activity in there. Just a lot of people just spamming the N-word. That was it. That was all that was really happening there. It wasn't like this deep, innate coordination campaign or anything like that. It was just junk. Seems like it's also been uploaded on her artist YouTube music channel. Again, really? This is the same AI racist song that was uploaded last time, but sped up. Wow, these platforms are just junk, dude. Holy. Wow, 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 wow. Iron Mouse otherwise celebrating. Thank you for 12 million plays of Spotify for Cry For Me, her original song. Also, 5 million plays on the YouTube. So lots of traction on the actual song itself. It also it hit a record. Yeah, the viral hits. Let's see here. Shiro Beats. This is crazy. Such a weird start to the year, but I'm grateful for the success of the song. Cry For Me hit the global viral 50 at number 3. Yeah, global trending. Yeah. Wonder Riku, this is so insane. So proud of Iron Mouse and Shiro Beats and Hala. 3 of them. Incredible feat. Turning an awful situation into the biggest cultural moment of VTubing has had in Western pop culture so far. That seems a little bit maybe of an overstatement, but okay, it's fine. I mean, they got some numbers to back it up, so you know, I'm not gonna protest that too hard. Definitely finding new audience there, yeah. Oh, wait. What's this? What's this clip?
I get that people like posting hate comments, and that's all fine and dandy. I get it.
No, it's not.
Relieve your stress.
It's not fine and dandy. Do not relieve your stress. F you.
Bro. However, here's what I don't understand. Why would you post a hate comment on a charity Tiltify campaign? That's what I want to know. Why would you do that? What possesses people to do that?
Wait, where? What? Where? When?
What possesses people to send death threats?
Where? How?
On Tiltify of all places. On Tiltify. On Tiltify? Really? Brother, if that's what sanity looks like, I would rather be insane the rest of my life. Bro. So yeah, I started getting death threats and like hate comments on my Tiltify campaign.
Oh, I didn't know about this. Yeah, it's kind of played out. It's kind of played out in my opinion, dudes. The whole... Like, look. Even I'll say, like, back in December, I wasn't, like, wholly on board with Mouse. You know... Being maybe as open and accepting... but, you know... it's just a different approach. She's Charles Xavier. I'm Magneto. It's okay. It's fine. But this is a little... I had no idea. They're just trying to come at her in every channel here. It's kind of crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, have some decency. The hell? Let's see here. Oh, so Pippa letting me know you misspelled Face Connect in your recent tags. Not very... SEO doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't really matter because, I mean, like, Phase Connect isn't going to even probably make it through 2026. Someone jinxed it. Right? Like, someone jinxed this. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back. WTF man says Pipkin Pippa. Okay. Hold on. Let's pull out the receipts. Hold on. Let's see here. Yeah, let's get the timestamp. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Where are we? How far are we on? Okay, just a little bit. Just a few more seconds in. All right. I think I backed it up enough. Okay. All right. Let's go back a little bit here. So here's a fun stream. New Cobblemon updated. Yeah, okay. This is from 11 months ago. Okay, all right. Slow. Okay. Let's just listen to this particular VTuber and what they have to say. Let's listen to.
It's gonna be very laid back, very accommodating.
Yeah.
I need to chill out. Shoujo does Cobblemon, so you got a while before you'd have an issue, probably. This is like terrible, but I kind of like look at V Shoujo, and I'm like, oh man. Whenever things start going south for them, that's when I know. That's when I'll know that it's over for me, because we'll be next.
There. Okay. All right. That's all we need. Clip it, ship it. Clip it, ship it. All right, there we go. All right. The Harbinger. There we go. Just use that. Put that in there. Oh, man. She called it. Yeah, it's 2026. The last year we're going to have Face Connect. There it is. It's Pippa's fault. Always has been. No. I mean, look. FaZe was just a cool kind of whole setup. We all wanted to believe. No, I'm not FaZe. No. Yeah, let's blame Penumbral. V Shoujo was a cool setup. V Shoujo was a cool setup. We all kind of want to believe that business model could work too. And hell, maybe somehow it could, but not with the way those guys are running it. No way. I did actually take some time over the weekend to watch one Pippa stream. It was the Numbers one. It was where she was kind of looking at her analytics. And it was very enlightening. I actually recommended it. Like, definitely the first half of it really goes into it, and then it goes into geography, geographics, and then it just falls apart. But for the first half of the stream, how generous, yes. For the first half of the stream, it's good stuff. You need to listen to it. Pip has great advice. One of them is like, don't just, as a new streamer, talk only with your mods. Right? Don't mod everybody. Right? Don't just mod everybody. That makes it kind of weird in the first place. And then people don't, when they're coming in the streams, it's a little intimidating if they just see mods talking. Right? Good advice. Good advice there. I did have to submit the actual stream itself to the State Department. I felt like it was going to get us in trouble. At certain points during looking at the geographics, Pippa was asking if Nicaragua was in Africa, if Georgia was near Britain. Just straight up saying, I don't like Spain. So I did report it, and hopefully the State Department takes action. But until then, otherwise, good information in there. Good information. Good recommendations on there. I think no one likes Spain. That's fair game, dude. Apparently, like every European vacations in southern Spain, every single European vacations on the beaches in southern Spain, right? So you can't be canceled for hating European countries. This is thankfully true. Yeah, they spell everything wrong. They put "you" and stuff, like jelly putting "you" in weird things. But what else? What else did I have? Oh, yeah. There was one thing, like, Pippa was kind of wondering about, like, why maybe her streams are a little bit down in viewership on Friday nights. I wonder if it's a little bit the same on Saturdays. Fridays and Saturdays are just when every VTuber is streaming, right? So you're just competing with everybody at that point. It's very challenging on those nights. So, like, everyone's doing a big debut or reveals, and it's always on a Friday or Saturday. So it's like super, super busy then. So that might be a little bit of what we're looking at. Saturday of his average viewership. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. That was really cool to see Pippa's now Rose Doodle adjacent. So one of the recommended channels that was new for her was Rose Doodle. Lovely, lovely. Pippa also recommends not having a lot of crap on stream. Specifically on screen. So like don't put a little bits and bobs. Share your stats, False. What do I want to share? Can I share something? No, I can't. No, I need to take screenshots. I'll make a stream of it. I've shared it in the past whenever it struck my fancy because it was one of those things where it was like, oh, I was always wondering where some of the audience is coming from. One of them was, dude, like, oh, let me just take a look now. I'll just tell you guys like off screen here. One of the big areas here. Yeah, analytics. Let's see here. Let's go to audience. I think I can show you guys like a little bit of audience here. Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Yeah. This is just the last 28 days. Who knows if this is good? Like, my subscribed, not subscribed, I like this for my channel. So, Pippa's subscribe number is awesome. It's like 77%, which is fantastic. And for someone like a streamer like herself, to get a large subscriber base like that works out great because, you know, streamers like her have fantastic attach rates for super chats and memberships and things like that. So a more streamer-centric channel like hers, like a higher subscriber rate is great. For a more video channel like mine, getting like a 50-50 is actually kind of more ideal because I got like a little bit technically new blood coming in. But also I'm one of those channels that it's just like, oh, I thought I was already subscribed to you because your stupid videos keep showing up in my feed anyways. So says Tenma. So, well, she never subscribed to me. But anyways, my videos will forever haunt her algorithm. Age, this is actually down a little bit, but we have been growing a little bit piece by piece by piece in women's and females. Males are kind of sticking around like 80% or so here. I actually talked with some YouTubers over the weekend, you know, both IRL and VTubers, about their like age demographics. And like some VTubers had like 3% and like 65 up. And I'm like, whoa. Okay. All right. That's a real demo out there, actually. That's pretty wild. And if geographics, US, kind of usually stuck around mid-40s. Philippines has always been really strong for us. We've always had a really strong showing by the Philippines. Yeah. Let me see if I can go back a whole year. I think that would be maybe a better. Let's just go 2025. Let's look at 2025. That'll probably be better. That's actually different. That's kind of weird. Mailvation. Anyways, so yeah, I might go into some depth there later on. But yeah, lots of awesome things. If you guys if you're a VTuber, or if you are interested in, you know, what makes a streamer channel like Pippa's like kind of tick. It's a really, really good stream. I recommend you check it out. Let me find the title here real quick. This was... She had done one like years before. Where You Guys Live and Other Fun Channel Analytics is the name of the stream. Last pieces to it. You know, kind of getting into other pieces like how everyone should listen to Pippa and how she tells us all VTuber managers are just boyfriends. All VTuber managers are boyfriends. So one of the questions that Pippa had was like, or maybe not even just her kind of viewpoint, was like, you know, if you have 1,000 viewers as an indie VTuber, do you really need a manager? And that's kind of more like a question of like, what are you trying to do? Like she was quoting Shondo. Yeah, she was quoting Fallen Shadow. Do you need a manager if you're under 1,000 viewers? And one of the aspects to that is like, well, are you trying to get to a convention? Because doing that as an indie is pretty difficult these days still. If you're trying to get into a concert, a convention, maybe setting up with merch, it's a little difficult. Some of these managers, some of these indie managers have some ins and outs. They know how to get you into some of those events. I tell you though, this is come back and smack me in the face. I don't mean to start a beef with the indie VTuber managers out there, but my impression is a lot of them love posting spicy hot takes on Twitter. And I'm always like kind of surprised about that. Like they love giving their opinions on stuff where I'm like, do you want to share that? I could come back and maybe reflect on your VTubers a little bit. Maybe that's just the way they market themselves. I don't know. I'm not really totally up to date on that stuff, but it's a little surprising how much they do. There's also a rise in accounts out there that are trying to give advice. There was this one account, I had it up for half a second. It was like VTuber consultants. I was like, huh? What do you have like a channel? Do you have like a clientele? It just seems like anybody can make a Twitter account and start giving advice that no one asked for. It's like, well, anyone can do that. Pippa here saying, the hot takes are so annoying and such garbage advice half the time, thinly veiled hot shots at larger creators and virtue signaling. Hey, I didn't say it. I just nodded my head and agreed. Just remember, I didn't say it. I just went along with it when I just quoted that out. Yeah. If you have an indie manager, some of them can actually be pretty affordable. You would think like, oh man, I'm going to be giving my manager like 30% of everything I'm making. No, like if you actually look at the rates of indie managers, the most you're going to give them is like 15%. Some of them run at 5%, and they only get paid for stuff they set up for you. Right? So if they get you a sponsor, if they get you a setup at like a venue or something like that. So thankfully, some of them run at pretty good rates, thankfully. But just be aware, like, do not pay a manager 50%. Dear God. That is not the going rate out there. No way. And the last thing I'll probably bring up right now that I remember from that stream was... Pippa was just talking about collabing and how she kind of feels like she's kind of more of a singular kind of streamer herself, that she doesn't feel like she collabs a lot. And I think that's actually normal. I think that's actually more normal than you would think. Like our view is like, yeah, man, every VTuber's on Twitch and they're all in this like 20-person group and they're always collabing and no one's got a social battery that big. No one has a social battery that big at all. Like, it's actually really good for you just to step away for the majority of the week and do your own streams. I think the thing is the challenge is setting expectations for your actual audience about what it means to collab. Because there's this stupid thing in our heads Where it's like when we see Pippa or someone collab with an indie VTuber, with someone else in Face Connect, it doesn't matter. There's just something in our stupid viewer heads. This is on us as the viewers. We're so stupid. We're like, okay, so next week, right? You're just going to forever collab with this person over and over again, right? There's just something in our heads. We're so stupid. It's so stupid of us, but we really do think this. Instead, we're kind of realizing usually it's like a one-off kind of thing, right? So it's like, and you kind of gotta, reality check your audience maybe a little bit here and there, but it's not realistic to collab that much, even with some of your best friends. No way. So I think it's pretty normal, and also just the whole balance of like, you're an agency VTuber. Do you want to? Because like a really good real moment there was Pippa saying like, there's a very real consideration like, do we collab with people in FaZe and keep the attention on FaZe, or do we collab with indies? And do we lose maybe some of our audience to that indie? You got to be careful. It's good stuff. It's good stuff to listen to and real good considerations. Long and short of it, thankfully, yeah, we get in our heads a lot about this stuff. And it's also something that the Pip's not alone in thinking on. I've heard this from tons of other VTubers over the years, just kind of talking about, hey, like, notice you weren't collabing with that person very much. And it's like, yeah, what's the problem? And it's like, oh, even I would like go to VTubers like, you gonna collab with that person again? I was like, no, shut up. Stop asking me for these damn collabs. It's rude. And other stuff I don't want to admit, I don't want to admit to other stuff that I found out during the stream. It like started off with Pippa talking about the AeroPress. She was watching this brain rot video of this guy like going overly ham on his AeroPress in a really like crazy way. And I was watching it so much because I'm such an idiot that I'm like looking at it and I'm like, am I using my AeroPress right? And then I looked up like the 2-minute video on how to use an AeroPress. And no, it turns out for 2 years, I've not actually been using my AeroPress right at all. So, thanks for the brain rot. It actually has made me some better coffee now. So, oh man. Can you link to the video? Okay, let's just watch the video. I'm gonna watch the real video here. Hold on. There's a lot of stupid videos out there. The AeroPress, episode 1. 2 million views. 11 minutes. Wait. Where's the guide? Should we be scared? No, it's... Get your head out of the gutter. Oh my god. Whoa, it has like a don't own a grinder version? What the hell? AeroPress for beginners? Hold on a second. This is important. You hate coffee? Then you don't know life, man. Life hates you right back. Hold on. How to use an AeroPress. I own a grinder. Yeah, I own a grinder. Got a stupid electric grinder. Alright, this is too long. Alright. I'm gonna tell you exactly where I messed up here. Alright?
Introducing AeroPress, the
wow!
only coffee press with 3-in-1 brew technology. Get ready for the smooth, rich, full-bodied flavor of an AeroPress coffee.
Oh yeah, that's smooth.
No grit, no bitterness. To make an AeroPress brew, you'll need your favorite mug, hot water, grinder, paper filters, and your AeroPress.
This is perfect. This is my exact electric grinder. I'm so ready, boys. Ready to grind. Yeah, hashtag ad.
Filters and your AeroPress. The first
Yeah.
step is to prepare your hot water.
Done it. I got an electric kettle. It's brilliant. Got it.
If you have an
Done.
electric kettle, heat your water to 185 degrees.
Yeah,
If
I don't
you
know. I guess it's
boiling
doing
water
that.
is fine. Now, let's get your AeroPress ready to brew. First, set the filter cap, stirrer, and scoop aside.
Yep,
Then
got
pull
all
the
that.
plunger and separate it entirely from the immersion chamber. Grab one
Immersion
standard-sized
chamber.
paper filter, place it into the filter cap, and twist
Whoa,
the
whoa,
filter
whoa,
cap.
whoa, whoa. I ain't no plebeian. I ain't no plebe. I'm not using some bleached filter. Oh, whoa, no. I'm using one of those brown ones. I'm using one of those ones so I don't get that bleach taste in my coffee. Whoa. Hold on now.
Filter cap and twist the filter cap onto the immersion chamber. Unlike other presses,
The immersion
AeroPress
chamber.
uses a
Look at
microfilter
it. It's
to
brilliant.
prevent
Look at that.
tasting oils from passing through to your
I
cup.
just want to lick it.
Place the immersion chamber on top of your coffee mug,
Yep,
making
they
sure
do all
it is
this.
well centered for stability. Next step is to grind your beans to medium fine. This is 11 to 13 on the broad.
Oh, I set it at 20. Medium fine. So the nice thing about this is it actually takes away the acidic taste of coffee if you grind it right. In that brain rot video, and just like how Pippa said here, they recommended 2 filters. I'm getting actually a few more grounds in my coffee than I like, so I'm going to try that tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do that.
Encore. Place 1 heaping scoop of medium fine coffee
A
into
heaping
the chamber
scoop?
and gently level out the coffee bed.
That sounds ridiculous. That's a little, oh, you gotta, swish it. No, the swishing is crazy important. No one had to tell me to do that. Anyone that looked at it was like, oh yeah, you gotta swish it. You gotta give this a little, give it a little swish.
Now,
little swish.
slowly pour water up to the number 4.
Right, I got boiling hot water from my kettle. I'm actually gonna set it practically all the way to the top, a little beyond 4, because I need all
If your
that.
mug is clear, you will see some coffee drip through into your mug. This
Right.
is normal and part of the brewing process. Now, stir for about 5 seconds to thoroughly wet the grinds.
This is difficult because, like, if you don't grind it right, then it like starts dripping through too quick. You gotta do this super quick. You gotta go. It's like go.
The next part is very important. Take the plunger and
Okay, here's the thing. The next part is very important, the video says. Take the chamber.
gently insert it about a half an inch into the top of the chamber, making
And then it goes thunk. It doesn't make that sound, but it should. It goes thunk. You stop it in, and it like stops. It stops the coffee from going in. I wasn't doing this. I was drinking incomplete coffee. I was just letting it drip through like a drip. I'm an idiot. It's over for me. I didn't realize until I rewatched this video. It was like the most important part. The most important part, I wasn't doing it. It's so over for me. I was just letting it drip through, dudes. It tastes fine. It tastes fine. It tastes fine. Anyways, it's good coffee. And you can get your coffee fix from Face Connect Coffee. Is Lady live? Can we end this stupid stream? Please? Please? Has she gone live, please? Oh, thank God. She's live. All right, we're going to go ahead and raid Lady over on twitch.tv. Let's end here. What did we have on the poll before I stop here? What do we get on the poll? 37 minutes, kind of winning out a little bit. 30 minutes and 20 minutes. Okay. I think 30 minutes is what you guys are probably looking for an episode length. That's good to know. Thank you guys for sharing. Let's get out of here. I'll be back on Twitch later tonight. We got a Girls Frontline 2 sponsored stream. So we're going to have some fun with that. As long as they get me the sponsor link for that. If they don't get me the sponsor link for that, maybe we aren't doing that tonight. But in any case, thank you guys for being here tonight. We'll have probably a nice long episode here for you tomorrow if we don't have a stream. With even more things VTubers say. All right, let's go say hi to Lady. All right, there we go. We've just gone ahead and sent over the Twitch folks and to our wonderful YouTube people. You are so much better than those Twitch idiots. Oh my God, they're such idiots. I'm so glad they're gone. You guys are the best. You will always be the best over here on YouTube.com. Meanwhile, I'll see you guys later. Take it easy.